Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach,
And I'm Pepper.
and we're back with another episode of Try Before You Buy, where we look at some current projects that are
Not
on.
try before you buy.
Try
Take
it.
my
Take my
money.
money. My gosh, it's been so long that I forgot what the name was. Even good correction, Pepper. But it's where we look at some current crowdfunding projects that are going to be ending over the next couple of weeks, and yeah, just seeing what our initial thoughts are. We haven't really looked into these at all. We're just kind of giving our initial reactions to them and seeing if there's something we would be interested in backing or eventually playing at some point. But let us know in the comments below what you're backing, if you're backing anything, if any of these look interesting to you, or if there's anything coming up over the next few weeks that you're aware about that you're excited for. I know there's one that I've just been waiting. That's been just getting pushed back week after week after week. And it,
I know what that is.
what's that?
I think I know what that
Oh,
was.
you know what it is. You know what it is, Pepper. But it is not this one. This War of Mine, second edition from Awakened Realms, is doing very well. Almost 1.6 million euros, I believe. It's still got a week to go. So this one's doing pretty well. I've heard of the original one, the first edition, I assume. Uh, and I think it's pretty well received, but I think it's also a lot of people say it's like a really sad game kind
Yeah,
of thing.
really depressing game. I
Yeah,
think it
really
was
depressing.
based on a video game too, originally.
It probably could be.
At least the
It
original
wouldn't
is,
surprise me.
maybe.
Yeah, I guess I'm not sure on that, but yeah, so that's kind of always been like something that's kept me away from kind of wanting to play it. I mean, it sounds interesting enough, and I'm sure, if there was someone that really wanted to play it and wanted me to play it, I would be willing to try it, but I don't know that I'm going out looking for that
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice that obviously there are people that wanted it because it's doing really, really well. So it's good that I don't know if it was a easily available game or not, but looks like
Yeah.
it should be now. Um,
Yeah, not the most expensive for some of the bigger games
yeah.
that you could get as well, and a bunch of expansions you can throw in there. I agree. It's very story based, and that's not usually the games we go after. But I really love this cover, and I really would love it to be a game that I'd love, and maybe it would be nice to try something a little different, a little more kind of fully story driven. I don't know about the depressing aspect of it, but I mean, it should be good quality. So the cover and the artwork style is drawing me into not write it off completely for myself, but probably for the time being, not one that I will. Uh,
Yeah, I guess I don't know.
well,
Was this always an Awakened Realms game? Because I feel like
not
they're known
sure.
to not have the greatest rule books. Uh,
Yeah,
but
it's true.
otherwise, yeah, I guess it's been a while since I've heard a review on this one or anyone talk about it really, but I wonder if it has a solid rule book. Because otherwise, yeah, I think the Awakened Realms game that I've got, a couple of them have been really, really great quality, so I would assume this would be no different, uh, production-wise, at least.
Yep. And I was looking for August 2026. So hopefully
Okay,
they
so it's
can
a way out, ways out.
hopefully they can get that delivered. Then we go a game that you're like, gosh, let's not cover this one, Pepper. I mean, this ain't gonna be any good. It's a terrible designer that I hate all his games.
Wow.
Martin Wallace. I was
No,
like, I think he's pretty good, Zach. I think we need to cover Casus
wow.
Belli, however you pronounce it.
Yeah, all I saw was a space game, and Pepper must have checked it out and saw that it was Martin Wallace game, which would have me a little bit more excited. It's
Yeah.
doing decently well, 63,000 bucks, decent amount of backers. Yeah, but it
Space
kind of
board
looks
that you like you've
it kind
never
of
seen before.
it kind of looks like all the other space games. And to be fair, a lot of if this is kind of a Euro style game, which it definitely easily could be if it's Martin Wallace. Uh, I I tend to actually enjoy those quite a bit, and that board actually has me thinking of Pulsar
Oh yeah.
2849 or whatever the number is. Yeah, so it definitely could be a good one. I feel like yeah, it's just not a theme that I gravitate towards.
Yeah.
But yeah, they usually end up being really good games, and yeah, I know he has pretty good track record, having the top game designed currently on ranked on Board Game Geek. Not to say that it would be the exact same thing, but it would be interesting if it had kind of a similar kind of thing where maybe they're feeding off of the adjacent things. I
Oh,
don't know if
yeah.
that's what this does, but that could be an interesting. I do like brass, so could be interesting. I don't know if that would be the same. Looks like they have different resources, so maybe you're pulling them from the other ones
Yeah.
already inhabited. Yeah, uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's not maybe not the most inspiring looking thing to me. It's it is pretty basic looking. A lot of the
Yeah.
things. It's not. I mean, you just I've gotten so spoiled these days. I would say that. Um, yeah, this looks like maybe 5 to 10 years ago kind of would have been a really great production. And still looks solid, but at the
Yeah.
same time, like that board isn't overly inspiring me.
Yeah.
And then just having kind of looks like cardboard pieces out there.
Yeah. I
But
think you can get.
that doesn't really mean anything if the game is amazing.
Yeah, I think you can upgrade to miniatures.
Okay.
It looks like, which I think would make it look a little better. But I'm interested. I like Brass. I like his games. What other game have we tried? The Anno 1800, is that
Oh
one?
yeah,
I like
that's
that
really
one
good.
as well. So I'd be interested in this one. I think it looks good enough to go in on.
What are we looking at for a price? That's where it really comes down.
Oh, it doesn't get better than that.
That ain't
$69.
bad. That ain't bad.
Not bad at all. And you can go up Fleet Command miniatures boxes. If you only want the plastic bits and not the game, so just the miniatures, going to be 89.
Ooh,
What?
ooh.
How
There, then you can
many?
get it all for 154.
How many miniatures are in there? Oh, it doesn't really show. Let's see.
Two.
Not so many
Maybe
mini.
it's one of those
Limited
big
printing.
Galactus ones like Simon did. Maybe
Yeah,
it has four people there. Maybe it's four huge
true.
people.
That's true.
That all they do is stand in front of you. It doesn't even do anything with the board or anything.
I'm this player, just a huge mini. September 2026. If there's good reviews, I feel like this is one that we probably will pick up at some point.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. But yeah, since I don't know. I don't know if because it's Wallace Design. I don't know if his company has done other ones before and if they've made it to retail. Because if I knew I was going to make it to retail, then I'd probably just wait versus backing it. But his Bloodstones, I don't remember. That was one I was interested in as well, but I don't know that I've actually ever seen that one on
Mm.
my check-ins of like miniature marketing game nerds. Anyway, not to say they aren't on some. They might be on some site somewhere.
Yeah,
But
yeah, we
yeah,
will
maybe.
see. And the last game found of the day here is one that is not funded yet. So if you like what you see, you're gonna have to go get it funded. It's got 2 weeks left at time of filming, 72,000, and then we also have 397 backers. This is AVGhost Paranormal Investigation, second edition. Apparently, there's a first edition. I don't care about gameplay here, except for how you're playing the game, not how to play. The setting in which you play this game, they say it is meant to be played in the dark. Its chilling atmosphere is what sets it apart, designed to be played in complete darkness, enhancing the sense of fear and immersion. And how can you do that, you say? It's because your minis will have flashlights in the bases. You can put little filters. I don't know if that's just your choice of what you like, or if there's effects in the game that make you use filters. That can make it like a red light or something like that. We were talking something about lasers in one of our previous videos and how I wanted something to change the colors of lasers as they bounce off different colored things. And I'm like, this is adjacent to that. Um, but yeah, if it was like how you imagine it being perfect in your head of this situation and what it looks like with the flashlights on the miniatures, that'd be a really cool experience. I don't think it's going to look like that. I don't think it's going to be that perfect amount of light that you're getting that I'm sure it will look like in some of these promotional little animated videos and things. Probably never going to be that perfect situation, but it's still intriguing for that gimmick alone of lights on your minis. And oh my goodness, a little dog. Does he have a flashlight? There's no way a dog could manage a flashlight.
Oh, he'd have a flashlight, all right. But yeah, it's definitely a gimmick. It's an interesting gimmick. They're trying something there, and hopefully it'll work out well. I think the miniatures all looked pretty good, but I guess if you're in the dark, I don't really know how well you're going to see those anyway, so I don't know that they have to look
Yeah.
that good, or the board necessarily.
Yeah.
Because yeah, when I was watching just a little bits, I think I watched a couple bits of these videos, and yeah, they you could just barely see some little lights, and it was just I don't know how that would actually look in real life.
It'd probably
I'm
be
intrigued.
better.
I'm intrigued by what it would look like, but yeah, on video it's kind of like, wow, this
Yeah.
doesn't look that interesting in that case. But I think maybe in real life it would look a
Yeah.
little bit better.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Oh, ooh, ultimate fear experience for what, 200 bucks at least there. And got expansion, retailer. Upgrade your first edition. 59. Evil Never Dies. Upgrade. Outside standee version. Okay, so the core game with standees would be 90, which I think is still a lot. It's also an app integrated game, apparently. So yeah, it's a little much, I think, for me, and probably not going to be going in on it.
Yeah,
Don't. But I would like to experience it if it is a really cool experience at some point.
I'd agree.
And then onto a backer kit. Very few backer kit projects that we cover here. Just don't seem to be that many, but we got one here, Valley of the Kings Ultimate Edition. I don't know what to even call it. How do some of these games just randomly go to backer kit? I don't get it.
I don't know which ones decide that and which ones don't, but yeah, I feel like I don't know for some reason when some of them are on there, it's like I don't even hear about them until like the last day. So I don't know if it's not getting seen as much, if they're not doing advertising, or I don't, who knows. But yeah, I think this is a game that I think I've actually played Valley of the Kings, but I don't know what's all in this edition necessarily.
It's Ultimate Edition. All previous releases, an
Ooh,
all new expansion.
yeah, I don't actually even own it. It's my brother and sister-in-law's game, and it was an interesting game. As long as I'm thinking of the right one, I'm pretty confident that I'm thinking of the right one. Where you are kind of getting cards throughout the game, and then you can like either use them for their own abilities or kind of like bury them to score points at the end of the game. So you kind of have to decide when you want to do that because you might not get it to come cycle back through your deck. It's been a long time since I played it. I'm sure it had more to it than that, and maybe I'm not explaining it exactly right. But it was an interesting concept.
Yeah,
I don't know, yeah, how much. It looks like this could have a lot of content in this game. If it had
yeah,
all those expansions and stuff, I don't know what their version had in it, if it had any of those,
yeah.
but
It seems
yeah,
like it would
interesting
be
enough game.
a good expandable type of game for sure, and especially if you got that box. Oh, a deluxe box.
It was a cool box.
That is really cool. And then you don't have to just slot it into one of your board game shelf spaces that we are almost out of space. You just added another whole uh, shelf to the collection. I'm sure it's already full.
It might
Um,
be.
but this one you can just have on display anywhere in the house, although I would fear it would be haunted, just with the style of it, because that's how I am, but a little baby. But it was cool enough. I don't remember liking it enough to go in on this, but
I didn't even remember you played it too.
I think we played it once. Was it? It wasn't on one of our tournaments, but I played it for some reason. I don't think it
Mhm.
was at a tournament because I've only played it once, so then I would have
Yeah, I
played
think
it to
I've only played it once
prepare.
too.
Maybe it was to test it for our around the world tournament themed games. We
Mm,
host a board game tournament every year, and that was the theme around the world. So I think we were maybe testing this out to see
it
if
could
it
be.
would work. Um, but yeah, so that one, it's cool. It looks like good artwork. I think they said it was like tarot-sized cards, so nice big cards in this version.
Hmm.
If you like the game, I would recommend it. It looks good.
Hmm.
And onto a bunch of Kickstarter projects. And we've got Nippon, Zaibatsu, however you say it. Rediscover the Legend. New edition of a classic board game. It's like every single one of these is a new edition of something else. It's just like movies. Everyone attacks Hollywood for not having any new ideas. Well, board games are just as bad.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's easy to try to just go back to the classics, so to say. But this one's doing pretty well. 230,000, almost 3,000 backers. 2 weeks to go. I think this one, or at least the original one, is on Board Game Arena. So
Yep.
seeing this has actually gotten me pretty interested in trying that just to see what it's like. Yeah, it looks like it got 550 overall, 300 strategy. So must be at least halfway decent
It's interesting
to
because
get.
they felt like totally different themes when I saw this cover. I'm like, that doesn't give me the same feel at all that the old one did. For some reason, the gold letters made me think it was like really industrial. I guess it is kind of industrial
Yeah.
type of feeling, but
It
just
feels
seems a
more
little more.
clean on the other one.
Yeah, it
Like it feels
does.
like
A
you're
lot
putting
brighter
dirt
and
pollution into the air in the first one.
yeah. So I think I do like the new cover, the brand new cover more
Yeah, they're
than.
pretty nice.
Oh my goodness, metal.
Ooh,
Oh my goodness, I love it.
free metal coins
Free.
as a
You
thank
don't
you
even
to
have to
anyone
get
who
anything,
backs.
I'm sure.
They'll
Ooh,
just send them to you.
I like
Just
that.
give them your address.
I like little Pez's, little candies. Do not eat. Hire workers. Yeah, we got to try the game and see if we like it because, ooh, I like
It
those
looks pretty
wooden
good.
boxes.
Ooh, I'm liking that split
Covers.
into four things there.
Yeah, yeah, whatever that means. Whatever that means, I like it. Tracks.
This definitely looks like a
Horses.
Zach game for sure, and
It
possibly moving into
does.
Pepper
It
territory
does.
with some cool things.
Yep. I'm in, you're into like, ooh, the mechanisms. The mechanisms. I'm like, oh, the pretties, the pieces.
Shallow gamer Pepper.
Oh, those metal
But yeah,
pieces.
the components look really good, and looks like
Yeah.
it's got some interesting things going on there with what it did
Resources,
show.
factories. Yeah, I'd be interested in this one. Solo mode. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to try.
Let us
Try.
know in the comments below if you've played the original and if it's any good. Uh, I guess I
Oh,
didn't really look too closely to
yeah,
see if they've made changes to improve anything.
yeah,
Sometimes that is what they do when they come back. They might make minor tweaks and stuff to things that people have maybe on the Geek Board Game Geek have commented on, like this doesn't really work. Sometimes I think companies go back and they'll be like, "Oh, how can we improve those,
yeah, yeah,
minor things maybe?"
yeah. So
I don't know if
anything.
that's happening with this one, I guess.
Yeah, what are the prices? What are the prices? So we got 60 for the standard, which I think is gonna come with cubes and stuff. So
Mm.
not even in the question. Then you upgraded
November
to
2025. That's pretty quick.
$80, only $20 more. It's
Metal
pretty good.
coins it comes with even. Don't even have to
That's
pay.
pretty good. Yeah, free metal coins with that one.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd do the 60 at,
Uh,
at that point.
I
I don't
guess.
know.
Well, I might like it better without that big banner at the top on the box. So
That's
that's the
true.
only reason. Oh,
That's the
I hate when they do that with. You should get to choose. It looks like the same box size and everything. Get gold foils nice, but sometimes it hurts that collector's edition, these things, they don't know what they're doing. Flippers. And you
theme we
said
need
they're
more of, penguin themes.
yes, and sea lions or whatever they are. An Antarctic fight for food.
Only 61 hours to go.
Yep, yep.
Under 100 backers. Almost 3,000.
Yeah, yeah. Is this what Kickstarter's made for?
That's what I was maybe thinking. Maybe
It,
thinking that.
yeah, it
Looks
was
like,
looking like too nice to be that because I'm like, oh, penguins are so adorable, great artwork. But I'm like, yeah, it's a smaller project for sure. I could see that.
yeah.
Uh, I guess it's
Seems
a
like they maybe had this interesting artwork of like the Arctic kind of animals and then thought, let's make a game out of it. Some of those look a little more scary, maybe.
yeah, like the sea lions, a couple of those. He's got a scar. I
Bird
don't know
seals.
about that. Yeah, the leopard seals, nasty, nasty things. The old big nose seals. Um, yeah, this looks pretty cool. Play an explore card, activate the power on that card. Rotating cards. Yeah, I'm
Kind of
guessing
pointing
it's
at
kind
other
of
cards. Some of those things are
just kind
pretty
of
cool sometimes.
yeah, kind of all interacts on this grid, I assume. This is what's going on. Fish tokens. Yeah, Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Fields of
Fields of
Carcassonne. What? What's this? Review.
Fields of
Oh,
Carcass.
is that a person who was reviewing it, maybe?
I don't know. But if that's a comparison to Carcassonne, then I'm
No.
even more interested. But yeah, I don't know.
And the pledge level is $25 for the full game, which is pretty good. Or
Ooh,
good
June
game.
2025. That is a
Ooh,
print and play.
I don't think so. Full copy. Hmm.
June. That's already next month.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. That's flipping crazy.
Maybe they've already got a number of them printed. Maybe they've already got it
Well,
put together.
maybe.
Which is what I
There's only
mean.
one
You,
version,
you
so
should you should be mostly done with your games, but I think
no.
Kickstarter has trained me to think, oh well, they're usually a year out from design being completed, and then we got
Yeah,
another year of doing whatever else we need to do. Is what
yeah,
Kickstarter has trained me on.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. We'll see.
hopefully that'll be a good one. I
Ooh,
would say with that small of a thing, if you are interested in that one, I would maybe suggest probably backing it there because I don't know if it'll be as
yeah,
available after the fact.
yeah, that's true.
But also, it is, I think, probably a small or unknown publisher as well. So it always, I mean, all of them are a risk,
That's
even
true.
big ones sometimes.
That's true. That is true. But are you going to risk it with the dice verse biscuit? Quick, deep, and addictive dice strategy game. 588 backers, 5 days to go, 53,000, almost $54,000. Um, I like the name Dice Verse. Wait a minute. So that's the cover. Okay, I guess I didn't see the cover till just now.
I don't know if I love the cover.
I like I like maybe a big diving at the center. I like that idea. I like it's very unmatched, reminding me of type of font
Yeah.
for the letters, which I like. I probably like all the individual characters, but it looks a little weird. Reminds me of Funko Verse.
Yeah.
But they both have verse in the title, and
Could be.
who knows? But a lot
I
of
like
things.
the idea of having a lot of dice out on a gridded board there. I wonder if you just
How
roll
does
those
that
into the
work?
board, and
How
I
does
do like
that?
that idea.
A dual game? Oh my goodness. You just rolling the dice out there like that? Oh my goodness. Oh boy.
Prepare for battle.
Okay, aliens got those. Cultists have those. Okay. I like this. I like this. I like
Got
each
some
race having
custom.
their own type of thing.
Yeah.
You like, what is it? Battle Dice Royale. What is the one called? Panda Royale.
Panda Royale.
With all the different shaped dice,
Yeah.
each scoring a little differently. I like the artwork. It's nice,
Yeah,
colorful.
it does make me think a little bit of Unmatched with the
Yeah.
some of the things. Unmatched or artwork and having unique
Mm,
dice versus deck, maybe. I don't know.
yeah. A bunch of unique symbols on those dice. I
Yeah.
assume a bunch of movement icons, attack and value, different things like that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. This is winning me over. I'll have to see exactly how it's played and what it feels like if it's just too
Look at
wild.
how they kind of roll right into
Yeah, right into their.
specific areas. I wonder if they'll be indented slightly so that they actually roll into
Oh, yeah.
specific ones, or if you kind of have to move them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Strike with fury. Oh my goodness. Pow.
Yeah. This one's probably one of the more interesting ones.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm digging it. I am digging it. Gotta look into this one more. What are the prices? 99 all in edition. Okay. Okay, we don't have
It's
to
a
go
bit
all
steep.
in.
It's a
Don't have
bit
to go
steep.
all in. 35. That's a different game.
That's a different game.
Just get that, be like, what the heck is this?
This isn't
Or
what I wanted.
49. 49 is probably the version. Looks like on a
Yeah.
copy of it.
Well, what did the
This game.
other one have in it then?
I guess yeah,
Made it so
what's
much.
in what are the tiers? So standard edition, Cyclops dice, deluxe edition. Okay, so some translucent type of dice make them
Hmm.
nicer, which should be nice. And it looks like plastic cards.
I don't know that I
Maybe
like
in a
plastic
box.
cards.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Deluxe bundle, throw in some extra stuff.
Hmm.
All in. I guess yeah, deluxe. I guess deluxe is 69. So all in is the $100.
Oh,
So 69 maybe would go in on 20
yeah,
bucks more. Just for nice dice. There's a lot of them, so
yeah.
yeah, I gotta look into that one more. But it's got my interest. Boy, Project L. Ultimate all-in collection. This is just taking all the terms we've seen, putting them together.
They're all doing it. We got 5 days to go, 225,000. They have not met their goal yet, but they do have a really high goal, which I think they're just being actually realistic. Like we need this much money to make it work. So at least that's what what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that wasn't a minimum that they needed. Like they're like, oh, we can make it work if we just barely get this.
Yeah.
Because yeah, otherwise that could be trouble. But yeah, I think this is you can have a chance to get all their game. Is it the same company that made Project L and then that other one, Square, whatever,
I
Square One?
assume if they're making this, I
Because at
think,
first I thought maybe it was two companies that are like, okay, we'll do it. But yeah, those boxes look like they would probably be from the same.
yeah, I think so.
I can't imagine that would be from two completely different companies.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, got Project L, and it's a pretty good game. It's very much polyomino game, contract fulfillment. Uh, so if you don't like those kind of things, probably won't like the game because that is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's got some nice pieces in it. Looks like those maybe come with some maybe organization
Yeah.
possibly.
Organizations, some metal
Get the
pieces, some
expansions,
expansions.
which
Yeah.
I don't know if it needs an expansion unless you really like it if it's one of your favorite games maybe.
Yeah.
But then yeah, I don't know anything about Square One. I don't know what
Yeah. That's
that one
me
is.
neither.
Looks like it's maybe similar.
Similar, but also different. Like a roll and write smaller version, but not a roll and write. It's just the same thing.
It's like polyominoes, only you're just using squares to create long lines.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That one looks cool too. Let's see. So how much is that gonna be? Collector's bundle, both of them all in with all their expansions. Looks like it's gonna be 147. Oh, that's a little much because I would like to
Uh,
um get both of them. You have the Project L up there. I like it enough. I might try to get one, but that's just an upgrade kit.
that's a lot
It's
for
like
both of them.
97. Don't like it that much.
Yeah, it's tough for what you're getting in the game. I mean, it's good production. It's good production, and I'm assuming both of them are good production. Like I
Yeah,
said, I have not played the other one, but it looks like it's probably made almost the same exact way. So I would assume they'd both be good production. So
yeah,
there is that, but it is still a little steep for what I think you're getting out of Project L. So,
yeah,
and I guess I would just put that to the other one as well. I would assume if it's similar play.
yeah. Yeah, so probably a big L on this one. Not gonna back that, but December 2025, hopefully they can hit that. It's hopefully enough time. They should know what they're doing. This is the 12th time, although that logic has failed me many times in the
It seems
past.
like those are the ones you sometimes can't trust. So it is a
Mhm.
little scary that all these are like going back to
Yeah,
old designs that you think should be easy. Just reprint, press the button.
you would
Uh,
think. You would
but then
think.
we got this one, Gazebo and Gingham,
Ooh,
travel-friendly board games.
little zipper packs. Is that what that is? Like a little
Looks like it.
tissue thingy looking thing? That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
1,400 backers,
doing pretty well.
125,000. Oh, they have some boxes.
I do like those boxes. I do
Very
like the
nice.
artwork on both of those a lot.
Those could be big posters. I think it's too small of
Hmm.
a box. You want it to be bigger so you can see the art
Exactly.
more. Yeah, nice little picnic picnic cloths to play on. Oh, if only you had these when you went to Scotland.
Durable straps and zippers. Wow, that's what I need. $4 US shipping. Not bad.
I was just putting tiles up, putting houses on the tiles.
Looks like it. It looks like it's just
It's
kind of a little.
Venezia, firing on all cylinders.
Oh, wait a minute.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Place tiles on there. I don't know if it's gonna be able to like be flat enough. You are playing it on the grass here, so you're probably just best playing on the table anyway, since it's a cloth board.
Right.
Um, but
But yeah, I mean, Reiner
it's,
Knizia does
it's cool.
does make games that I feel like could be made into things that could just be a small package and still provide a lot of game. So
Mhm.
it could definitely be really good.
The other one got some bugs. I think I like the other board better
I
by quite
agree.
a bit, but
Yeah, that one doesn't look as interesting to me,
yeah,
but it might be good.
yeah.
This one's looking more like a
Deluxe,
abstract strategy
yeah,
game,
yeah.
and some
Deluxe
of those I
bundle
don't know that I
99.
love. How much?
Deluxe bundle's 99 bucks. Both
Ooh,
of them deluxe version. Gazebo by itself, 39 bucks. Gingham
so do you get the
39.
box and the pack?
I think so.
Hmm.
Standard bundle, 78 bucks. Um, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pretty pricey.
It is pretty pricey. Ooh. Earth
Ooh.
Animal Kingdom expansion. So
Ugh.
an expansion, continuing the trend of building off of other already popular games. Earth just got wilder. 7,500 backers, 502,000. Where is this in the top 100? They should probably link it here. Where is Earth in the? Is it in the top 50?
I will search it. You keep
Mhm.
scrolling through, Pepper.
Oh, I see Animeeples. I see Animeeples. Okay, we're gonna need. Do we have Earth? Did you
It's
get a copy
actually
of Earth?
just broke into the top 200. It's 199.
Oh, it's not even okay. The
It
one
feels like this should be a top 100 game.
people
I am
love
shocked.
Ark Nova. They're like, oh, it replaces Terraforming Mars. Then Earth comes out, and there's maybe a little murmur of that as well. I highly prefer Earth to Ark Nova. And I'm
I
like, okay,
agree.
this might be my favorite of those kinds of games. And we just recently played it again. I'm like, it might actually be. Of course, that's the one that's not in the top 100.
I know.
But
I'm actually shocked looking at that because I was like, I don't know that it's actually in the top 100, but I assume it's got to be close. And
yeah,
that is close. That is still very good. But I'm a little surprised, especially. I mean, this one's doing really well. So there's a
yeah.
lot of people that like this game. Uh, but yeah,
Ooh,
I really like to look at those animals. I have been tempted by uh, seeing those deluxe components. I've only ever played it on Board Game Arena, but I did actually get a physical copy of it
oh, you did?
during
Okay.
a sale. So um, yeah, that's kind of inspired me to want to get it to the table. And now that I'm seeing this, I'm like, ooh, ooh, animals, animals.
Animals are
One's even
great.
better. It's
Uh,
already a great game. I
it
just
is.
the only thing I'd be worried about is it starts getting to be too
Yeah,
much going on. I don't know that. Hopefully, they keep it like reasonable, keep it feeling like the rest of the game.
yeah,
Don't make it feel like, oh, we've added a completely different thing that really great game changing.
yeah,
'Cause I just like the core of what it does so well uh, that don't want it to stray too far away from that. It can
yeah,
go a little bit, but
yeah, yeah. I don't know how you're gonna fit the animals into this game, but um,
there's already a lot going
yeah,
on.
be willing to. So I guess yours, I assume, is not a deluxe version.
No.
But let's see the add-ons. I assume they would have that available here. You get a big storage system. Kind of
Oh, could get
cool.
that
Kind of
wooden.
cool. Kind of cool. Resource upgrade pack. What is that? 75 US dollars. Oh my.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
That is spendy.
That is
And
spendy.
I guess I have not opened the box, so I do not know how well, like, if I got that, if it would fit in the box. That is also a problem for me because I'm
Uh,
like, I really don't want to have extra expansion boxes just to hold special components
a fauna tree.
on a tree.
Ripping off Everdell. What to put the objectives? What's going on here?
Ripping off Everdell. Because
Yeah,
everyone loved the tree in Everdell.
the Everdell
That's
tree is great. Yeah, it's I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Hopefully it's sturdy. When you got all those branches, I don't know.
For all I know, maybe that's what it is in the base. Maybe that's what it is when you play it physically. We've only ever played it on Board Game Arena, but maybe they already do have a tree, and that's
Maybe
just a
they do. Maybe they
nicer
do.
version of it.
Wood and soil. Yeah, if it's
I
well,
highly recommend trying this Earth at fall on Board Game Arena, whether or not you get this expansion.
everything new. $159. Tell me that's okay.
That's just
Animal.
everything new? What the heck else did they add? A
So
playmat? Oh,
that's what I'm
ugh,
saying. Okay, so you got
playmats. Ugh.
Animal Kingdom expansion, $29. My gosh, they added a lot of extra useless stuff.
Five, probably a playmat for every person. We don't need it.
Everything Earth, $434. Yeah. So you'd have to look, see what you're interested in of the different levels. But yeah, great game. Check it out on Board Game Arena. Propagation Station. Grow, clip, bid on cozy house plants. So we're keeping with the earthly type of theme here. 750 backers 10 days ago, 65,000. Really good artwork. Really awesome
Yeah.
cover. Plants, pretty cool. A lot of games about plants and in nature, now in your house.
Pretty soon they're going to have their expansion to start adding animals.
Yes. But yeah, bidding. I don't know. It takes a good bidding system to get me to love a bidding game. So
Yeah.
always hit or miss for me.
And
So probably that puts me off of this game a little bit, even though it does look really cool.
yeah, I would agree because it also has to be good at kind of the low player counts of two or three, and that's sometimes a little difficult to do unless you come up with something really unique. And
Good job.
maybe this one is, because there have been some good ones recently. And yeah, I still I really like the look of everything on it, but yeah, the bidding thing is not something everyone in our group likes.
Yeah. Yeah, a few different things you can get with it. Some expansions, a bunch of stretch goals. When is this
Nice.
shipping? March of 2026. Yeah, hopefully should be able to hit that. I'd have to look into it, see the system. I think that's what makes or breaks the game for me. But
Yeah. How much could you get it for? Is it just the
oh,
95?
that would be
All in.
early bird. All in is 95. Base game 40. Deluxe 64. Deluxe and expansions 90. All in 105. So a little much as well for, I assume, a little smaller game, actual
Yeah,
gameplay, just a
yeah, it
bidding game.
seems like it'd be smaller, but yeah, I don't know for sure.
Mhm. And then on to a Lifeboat, the classic game of survival at sea. 163 backers, 18,000, 2 weeks to go. And it does look very classic and ancient.
It does. It does have an older look to it for
Yeah.
sure.
But some of that's, I'm guessing, by decision, just to make it look classic. Looks like we have a really old Dice Tower video talking about it, and it was on the games that need a second edition.
Hmm.
So that tells me that at least it must be a good game in there that they would want a second edition. And I think that this does it's meant for a party type of big group interaction. I think you are all in the lifeboat. You secretly have someone you love, someone you hate. You want to protect the one and possibly not protect the other one.
Not protect,
And
huh?
not protect, whatever that means. And also try to get some of the treasure for yourself from the lifeboat. There's treasure on there, I guess, and
Hmm.
just have interaction playing different cards. What does this say? Spend during navigation, prevent one thirst injury to any character. Let's see, during navigation to attract sharks, injure everyone currently overboard. So playing different cards like that, which can be a fun time, I would think, but I don't know if it's exactly our style of game that we play very often.
Yeah, we
But
just recently played Survive, or I just played it for the
yeah.
first time, and I actually thought it wasn't too bad. And there's a little take that in that one, but yeah, this one makes it sound like it's maybe even another level. on
Mhm.
top of that.
Yeah, definitely just manipulating the situation, kind of hidden roles type of things, which I don't know if I like that in games. But
Yeah,
I like the look of this one. How it's kind
yeah,
of got an older style to it.
it does have a nice look.
Oh, fish hook, just making you want a fishing game, isn't it? My goodness. What's the price? 39 bucks for the deluxe Castaway bundle. I guess maybe a different game. A standalone sequel, Desert Island.
Hmm,
Added in there for 59 bucks, both of them.
interesting.
Some designer in third person will come to your home and teach you how to play the game. What's going on here?
Must be within 50 miles of
Yeah.
the following places to receive this. You can do it on Zoom. Why does he have a? Does the designer have a home in all these places? Why are these specific places that are not within 50 miles of each other?
That's interesting. That's interesting.
It
Must
is
have
interesting.
multiple homes. This must be a very successful game.
It
Um,
must be. Wow.
but yeah, that's pretty cool. I haven't seen that before.
I have not seen that pledge level either, especially for 150, which is not
Uh,
all that much.
yeah, you're selling yourself short, Jeff. You're worth more than 150 bucks. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I was Jeff. I don't know if I'd do that. I don't know if
I
I'd do
don't
it.
think I would do
I wouldn't feel safe.
it.
Internet's a crazy place.
Not in this kind of game.
Yeah, not for this type of game. If people are looking to betray and
They're gonna
backstab.
shank you.
Um, but yeah, looks cool. Looks interesting enough. Desert Island, probably something similar, I assume. Type of gameplay. But yeah, that's interesting. It's interesting, that's for sure. Ooh, Night Soil. Is that a name that you love?
I do like the name quite a bit, and then you find out I think it's about manure, compost, but that kind of thing for the night soil. I think you're cleaning up the clean up the streets to earn your living under the cover of darkness.
Ooh, a very mature game. Wow,
It's an
I'm sure.
interesting theme. Interesting theme. I
Yeah.
don't hate it, even though it's a poop game, but
Yeah.
it's an interesting thing. Yeah, the board looks very like old. It's like we're going back to what we just looked at in Lifeboats, kind of. For me, it
Oh,
seems like it's kind of an older looking style of artwork,
yeah.
and maybe some older Euro style games. Um, yeah,
I,
but
I like the cover. I like the art.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm interested
I'm
in
not really sure what's going on in that board though. It's kind of like got these intersecting
yeah,
oval circle shapes. I don't know if you're just
yeah.
moving around to
Like
those.
a pick up deliver type thing.
Yeah,
33 US dollars
it's
for,
not too bad.
yeah, that's pretty good. Uh,
Are you placing tiles out there? Weird shaped ones?
I don't know. Like the board, I kind of like the look of, but looking at this page of components just right, so what's on the screen here, I'm like, I do not like the look of it. Like
No,
the coins or that stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I'm mixed on this one. It's probably starting out as maybe my number two favorite of the batch so far, but now I think it's dropping down,
going down the toilet.
going down the drain. Yeah. But it's interesting. It's an interesting theme, and
I do like the artwork, even though I think
yeah.
it does look like older style almost.
And it's like sometimes I like it for its older style, and sometimes I don't like it.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah, this one might be one I look into a little bit more, actually,
Yeah, especially
surprisingly.
at the price, 36 for the
Yeah,
base
uh,
game.
yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah. Does this have a delivery to your home?
How much for the delivery and teach?
Yeah. Ooh, and Grail Games, which we just talked about their logo in a tier ranking. I don't know if that one's out yet or it's coming, but go check out our tier list of logos, publisher
Yes.
logos. Ooh, Trash Rush. You
We
scared
got the
me.
trash panda.
Uh, Terrific Raccoon, a street cleaning cruise, Family Plus game. Interesting. Family Plus game.
So
Shipping
we're
from
doing some more cleaning up of some
yeah.
trash. Uh, so got kind of two back-to-back games with somewhat of a similar theme, and you got the
Yeah.
different shapes on the board that you're moving between. It looks like
Uh,
this might be the same game.
it might be, but I do think I like the look of this one a little more consistently than the last
Oh,
one.
wait a minute. Go up. Go up. Designed by
Mr.
Newton,
Gingham.
Darwin's Journey, and Shackleton Bay. So, Euro game. Is this a heavy Euro? I would not
Get
have
what
got that from
Family
the cover.
Plus means?
What is going? This is a good alternative to Ticket to Ride.
Okay, Rod. Okay, Rod. I've heard a lot of things from you, Rod. I've been this wasn't as great as I thought. I don't know if I should trust. Let's not too spendy, not too spendy. 30 there, get some expansions, wooden upgrades. Oh, you need those wooden upgrades.
Hmm.
Ultimate Deluxe. Still only 67 euro. Not bad. Actually, not
The
that
reason I had a, I read that Euro as in a $67 Euro game.
the big
Getting away
deal.
from the family weight.
Oh man. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. Yeah. And I also thought, I'm like, why is the board? Do you like set it up on like a step or something, a ledge? Nope, we just can't take in information right now. We've gone through too many of these projects. Um, think some repeated artwork there, but it looks okay. But yeah, if it is kind of a family weight, it's probably not gonna be.
That could be.
Maybe good.
Sometimes,
Maybe if it's good. I like the
sometimes
truck. I like the.
they can make it just the right
Yeah,
amount.
that's true. I mean, you have games like what is the Knizia one with the four corners of the board. You're putting the buildings out. You got it at the convention. Michaela didn't want to get it. I said, pick
Oh, uh, Sunrise Lane.
Sunrise Lane. I'm like, yeah, that's a family game, probably family weight.
Yeah,
Maybe not the theme is towards family like these raccoons would be, but like
yeah,
I love that game. So, I mean,
yeah.
weight doesn't really, I guess, matter then in that case. It's just, are you
I'd
going to play
agree.
it? But yeah, that is
Now
that.
that I know that he's a designer,
It's
I
true.
actually gonna look at this one a little bit
See
more.
if he can design every type of game.
Got
Yeah.
a couple trash games I gotta look back at a little bit more.
Yeah. And speaking of trash games, uh,
Wow.
a pocket-sized game of deep regrets, shallow regrets. And you're regretting it. You're regretting.
I'm regretting not buying it. I just thought deep regrets. I think that campaign. Yeah, I feel like it was almost 10,000 backers. So I'm like, oh, it's gonna be very easy to get in retail, and I don't think it's actually technically come out in retail yet. So maybe it will be easy to get once it does come to retail. But I've just been looking around and seeing, like, oh, I cannot find this game. Everyone's talking about it nonstop. No, deep regrets, not the shallow regrets one. Obviously, I don't think that one's come out yet. Uh, and yeah, I have deep regrets about that. So now they're taunting me. I'm like, I might have to get this one. But
Mhm.
I have not actually looked at how this one's played. This is a one of the pocket games. I feel like we look at these maybe or see one of these every month. They might even have like a monthly thing that they
Yeah.
just make sure they have one every month. And this might be the time I finally get one of them.
Ooh.
But then I was looking because I was like, oh, maybe I'll end up getting some of the other ones. 'Cause I think Pepper and I have asked multiple times. I don't know that we've gotten any answers, so maybe no one watching these videos ever gets these pocket games. If you do, let us know which ones are your favorites. But I don't think they had a bunch of options. I think they just pretty much had Sprawlopolis, which I guess is one we technically I have played. You have that one, Pepper, and
Yep.
then there was just a couple of those other ones, and I
Yeah.
was like, is this it? Because I thought you guys had like 500 million of these.
Yeah.
So maybe it just wasn't showing initially, and maybe in the uh, add or some sort of thing you can maybe get other
Um,
ones. I don't know.
yeah, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Interesting. I think Rove was kind of cool. if I remember right, or I at least like the cover name.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so some shipping's pretty good. I assume it's you can get printed play for $3 or the game for 12. Shall I regrets? Yeah, I did not know this was partnering with Button Shy. I
Mhm.
assume it's in partnership. Button Shy did not do the original Deep Regrets.
No.
But yeah, that's pretty cool.
And Pepper, we're gonna wait pretty soon here. Even Deeper Regrets is coming out.
Oh my goodness. And he's finally gonna have a chance to get his game. And but now it's the worst case scenario. It's like you waited so long to get a game, that's great, and it's like, you had to wait so long, or you've built it up now so much,
Yeah,
good
I have
stuff
built it up way too
originally,
much.
and it's gonna disappoint you. But
I know.
hopefully not. Maybe this is the game. That'll disappoint you, and then you'll get this little version. You'll be like, this is what I was looking for.
Exactly. I hope so. Hope they're both good. Uh, but yeah, this one's doing very well as well. I'm guessing. I mean, the timing of this is pretty good because I think it's been on the hotness for like a month or so now of people that have been getting their original one. So perfect timing. Gotta applaud them for putting it out. I guess I don't. Maybe they're always getting 35. Maybe this is a terrible outcome. I don't know how many backers they usually get on their projects, but it seems pretty good. And yeah, this one would probably be my pick of the week just because of the connections to that. But there were those other ones I was interested in as well.
Yeah, what is there? Earth's pretty cool.
Yeah,
For an expansion, especially to kind of possibly be pick of the week
yeah.
for me. That was a pretty cool one. Diceverse actually got my attention there a little bit. And Nippon also looked really nice. Um, Wallace game. Or am I? I mean, I don't know if there's a standout for me this
No.
week, but there's a lot of really good ones. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, let us know in the comments below which one of these you're most excited about and what your deepest regret is on Kickstarter, GameFound. Whether it was I bought something and I regret it now because it wasn't what I was hoping for, or hopefully you liked all your games, so that is not a thing for you. Maybe one that you're like, I wish I had backed that when it was on Kickstarter or GameFound and got some exclusive items that
Yeah.
now I have the game retail version and I love it. I could have had more. Let us know which ones those, which ones of those you have. But if you made it this far, you can give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe for future content, and as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.